Now we've got Rudolph and a little helper that's driving.
Oh, he's got a smile on his face. Spirit, make a wish. Hello and welcome to Katie.Pix. I'm so excited because I have teamed up this festive season with the wonderful Waitrose, and not only that, I'm celebrating Christmas together with some of my absolute favourite people, starting off with Pix. Hello! I'm going to make a delicious, light, fruity, simple Christmas cake. So first thing first, we are going to do our fruit, because a Christmas cake isn't a Christmas cake unless it's jam-packed full of delicious fruit. We are going to soak about 500 grams of the classics, raisins, sultanas, currants. I'm then going to throw in 250 grams of more exotic fruit, so your figs, even some dried blueberries that have a really nice touch. So we're also going to throw in the classics, candied peel, and glacé cherries, which, do you like glacé cherries?
Love them.
You do, don't you? You've got a, yeah. Glacé cherries, 50 grams of each, and they're gonna all go into a bowl. Now to add the liquid, we're gonna go in with 1 orange, 1 lemon, and the zest of, juice and zest, and 100 mils of good old hearty brandy or sherry, whatever you fancy, that's for later. So we've just left those to soak for about 24 hours at least, and there you've got it. You've got all your beautiful, soft, squidgy, fruity snippet. Ah, that's really nice. Give over. So this is all going to go into our batter. If you want the specifics, make sure you check out the description. The link's in there with the full recipe. So let's move on to our actual batter. Let's give you some jobs to do. We're going to go in with 250 grams of unsalted butter. Now this is at room temperature, so it's lovely and
Squidgy.
soft.
Yeah.
And you're going to cream this. So to the butter, we're also going to add 250 grams of light muscovado sugar. Let me measure that out.
Is it fair trade?
That wasn't even planned. All Waitrose
I only
sugar.
use fair trade.
I'm glad, but all Waitrose sugar is guaranteed fair trade. They don't do anything less. Ooh, 250. So that's going to go into there as well. You ready for this?
Thank you.
And then it's a tablespoon and a half of delicious, glossy, sticky treacle.
So once your butter and sugar and treacle is fully creamed, and you'll know that it is because it goes a little bit lighter, and it means that your butter is lovely and smooth and whipped.
If you do it with an electric whisk,
It's much easier.
Yeah.
You're right, do you want to switch in? You're getting warm.
I am getting very...
I'm tagging in, I'll direct you with what to do next.
Okay.
So into this mixture, we're going to crack in 4 eggs.
Right.
For free range, Waitrose only do free range eggs.
All right.
So we're going
Do you
to
want it straight in?
Yeah.
Oh, one hand. Do you want all that shell in there?
Get out!
Once you've fished out the shell, weigh out 100 grams of ground almonds, 250 grams of plain flour, a teaspoon and a half of mixed spice, and half a teaspoon of salt. And add to your mix. Go on, Dad, you can do that.
And meanwhile, I'm going to chop up 100 grams of mixed nuts. I've got some hazelnuts, pecans, almonds, whatever you fancy, 100 grams.
Give them a rough chop and add to the mix. This will give a lovely texture to your final bake. Finally, it's in with your soaked fruit, juice and all. And as is tradition, it's time to make a wish. Make it count, Dad.
Yeah, okay.
Good.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So all that's left to do now is to decant this mixture into a greased and lined cake tin. We've got an 8-inch cake tin. And then that's going to go into a preheated oven at 160 degrees for an hour. After an hour, you're going to dip it down to 150 and let it have 1 more hour before taking it out and letting it cool. Our cake is perfectly cooked. It has cooled down now as well, so we're going to be able to ice it without it all melting and sliding off and all that jazz. So we're going to do a very classic Christmas cake, and we're going to cover it with a layer of marzipan, and then we're going to cover it with a layer of fondant icing. So we've got a block of marzipan and a block of icing here. We're going to do the marzipan first. So by rolling it into a ball, you're going to start off with that lovely round shape, and then Dad is just simply rolling it out, keeping that shape nice and consistent until we have a big enough surface area to cover our entire cake. So once you've rolled your marzipan to the desired size, we're now going to coat our cake. So first top tip, from Papa.Pix.
I'll turn it upside down.
And by turning it upside down, you have that lovely flat top already, so you don't need to worry about cutting anything off and losing any cake. We're then going to cover it with some delicious apricot jam that we have just warmed up, and so it's ready to spread. So I'm just going to glaze that, and that's going to basically create a glue on our cake. And all that's left to do is to lay our marzipan over the top. Yes, explain.
I'm rolling it around the rolling pin so I can pick it up. Just wiping a bit of the excess icing sugar off.
Sugar.
And then we can put that at the bottom and then roll it across the top. And hopefully it'll just fall down. Yeah.
Once you've covered your cake in marzipan, repeat the same steps with your fondant icing, rolling out nice and evenly until big enough to cover your cake. Cover your marzipan with a little bit of water. This is going to act like a glue to keep your fondant icing in place. Carefully lay your icing over the cake, steady dad, patting to seal and trimming off any excess. Stars, writing icing, ribbon, decorate however you like and tuck in.
It's very Christmassy, isn't it?
Super Christmassy, lovely and warming. The right level of fruit to batter. That is delicious. Guys, I hope you give this recipe a go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Waitrose for this festive season. If you want to find out more about their amazing produce, then please make sure you click that link in the description box. Also for the full recipe, check it out. And guys, please join us on this festive series. I'm so excited. And thank you so much for coming down.
Right, darling.
Maybe lots.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.